This is a response to the Amazing Atheist's video about Buddhism, um, the Great Evil, as he called it. Um, Before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself. I am a overfucking privileged white American hippie who smokes pot and meditates and likes Buddhism. I don't know if you can see over my right shoulder is my anti-war poster, and over my left shoulder that is my Asian tapestry, and this is my Buddha shirt right here. And so yeah, just so you know who you're dealing with. Um, Now let's get to the Buddhism here. Um, First of all, Buddhism, that word is a Western invention. Western scholars, when they first started to come into contact with these Eastern texts about the various highly multifarious versions of Buddhist practice, many different methods, many different ways of meditating, some of which involve chanting, some of which don't. Um, so many schools of thought that you're right, they do fight uh, over their methods, and that's the key issue here. Buddhism, not only is Buddhism itself this Western invention, the notion that Buddhism is this one thing that you can understand just by reading the Four Noble Truths. That's not realistic. And second of all, Buddhism is not a religion. If you're going to call it anything, it's more of a psychology. And that it got classified as religion is a mistake, I think. And people treat it that way because they're not taking it seriously, and they refuse to take it seriously. And I think that's another key issue. Buddhism isn't the kind of tradition and way of thinking that goes after you. It's not looking to convert people. It's not looking, to gather up crowds into the monasteries and to take over the world. It's not looking to do that. You go to Buddhism, and this leads us to the essential structure of the Four Noble Truths themselves. They're a medical diagnosis um, of your condition. If you don't feel sick, you're not going to go to the doctor. So in the same way, if life isn't a problem for you, then you don't need Buddhism, and that's fine. But to say, I mean, the way you're characterizing it though is, I think you're mistreating it and you're missing something. So let's go over the Four Noble Truths here. Buddha was really the first psychologist, and the Four Noble Truths are he's diagnosing your condition as a suffering individual who, by the virtue of the fact that they are alive, have been raised in a linguistic community that has told them and taught them to think that they are separate and that they must define themselves, that they must prove that they're worth something by gathering up property and stockpiling money and all these accumulating all this wealth to define yourself and to show what you're worth. This way of raising children into society creates a problem that can't be solved. And some people may not have a problem with the problem, and they don't go to Buddhism, and that's fine. But for the people who do, as far as they are concerned, they have a disease, and they have become aware of the fact that they have a disease. So they go to the doctor, and the doctor says, first of all, I'm going to diagnose you. You're suffering. You have a disease called life. You are alive, and because you are alive, you will die. You will get old. You will get sick. Your body will fall apart, and you will die. And you say this is negative, and that right from the start, the religion is like, telling us life sucks, and well, what the hell kind of tradition is that? And the truth is, while it might sound negative, we're going to die. this life for you as an individual is not going to end well. Your ego is going to suffer. And this ego, this is the disease that people go to this practice to cure.